So I'm here on the Prime Minister's Scholarship to Asia as part of a 10-week program. I'm here with 9 other Kiwi interns, and we started with a 2-week induction program run by InternChina, which was fantastic. It included language lessons and some amazing activities. We did some cultural experiences, as well as some trips away. We went and saw some temples. So you really get a feel for what China's about and the culture, and also how they eat, and not in flash restaurants but in day-to-day life. It was a really great way to be introduced to China.
There's been a lot of highlights for China so far. Every day you're getting your senses stimulated in many different ways, but certainly some standouts for me would be the group trip to Yangshuo, which is a beautiful part of China in the Guangxi province. We also had a cool trip to the New Zealand consulate in Guangzhou that was really special, and I know talking to the other Kiwis it really stands out as a pretty incredible experience just to see how different ministries are dealing with various issues and things in China. And besides that, I've been loving the food. I've always been a wee bit of a foodie, so it's been cool to taste real Chinese food, not just what you have down at the takeaway shop.
I learnt a lot over the course of my internship. So I learnt a lot about the graphical design and some of the physical design features that go into creating a modular house. So there's a lot of very interesting industry-specific knowledge that I learned.
Direct skills, I've learned a lot about social media management. I've been doing some postings through LinkedIn, which I think is a really good skill to have on a professional level. I've also learned how to work independently on my own and how to communicate interculturally with other people.
At the same time, working in a Chinese company was really interesting because they operate quite differently to how most companies in New Zealand work. And so it was very interesting to sort of see the structure and how people work during the day, and the sort of hierarchical structure that's truly present here, and sort of, you know, how Chinese culture impacts on business and how business partnerships are formed quite differently here than to say back home.
And for me personally, I was placed in Pinto, which is an Italian distributor of fine foods. I was in charge of building out their social media, as well as doing some photography, helping out with graphic design. And for that 8 weeks being in that internship, we were also in an apartment with other Kiwis.
Zhuhai is very relaxed for a Chinese city. The transport is really easy to get around, everything's really affordable, and it definitely has that small town sort of vibe where you know where you're going and it's not too complex. I also use the shared bikes, so it's really easy just to bike to my internship, and then I can also bike to the gym or go meet up with some friends afterwards, so it is really accessible to everything.
I didn't have any concerns about doing an internship with InternChina. I hadn't heard about InternChina until I applied for the program, but they made the process so easy for me, even when I was back home in sort of the planning stages. You know, the support we got through, you know, securing our internships, and I had a Skype call with my company before I started working with them. The support around the visa and, you know, booking our tickets and sorting our accommodation once we got here meant that, you know, coming over I felt very secure.
My advice for future interns, no matter what stage of university or your level of Mandarin, be it nil like it was with me, just go for it, give it a crack, because chances are you'll have the time of your life, be a whole lot more capable than you probably thought you were, and you'll encounter some really cool experiences and things that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. My advice is point blank, just do it.